welcome to Once Upon a Recap, where we're bringing you the latest going on in movies, TV, comic books, pop culture, and just general entertainment. It's our show. I'm your host, PBO, and this is
RG.
And we're here to bring you everything going on that's just happened in the month of April and a little bit of March in movies.
And future events.
Yeah, so without further ado, let's kick it off.
With movies.
First up, the big one. There was one huge movie that happened in April. We all know what it was, and what was it?
It was Furious 8.
Yep. The movie horror franchise. Basically, it's not a horror franchise, it's an action movie, but no action movies have gone up to 8 like horror franchises do, other than the Furious 8. I mean, they've just reinvented themselves a few times over, and it's amazing, the kind of stuff they can do. I mean, look at them. 3 weeks in a row, #1 at the box office, and there's no stop.
Which surprises us because we thought it was going to be as good as it is now.
Yeah. Now, I'm telling you right now, Furious 9, I need to see some space, or we're just not coming back, okay? I mean,
agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, let's just happen. I mean, The Rock's a superhero. I mean, he kicked a torpedo, it flew somewhere else, and everyone lived. I mean, the man is amazing. We love you, Rock. Let's keep on moving. But you know, last of April just really didn't have that much pizzazz. I mean, we came through March, and we there was big hitter after big hitter. You had Logan.
Beauty and the Beast.
You had King Kong. Power Rangers.
Power Rangers, yeah.
You had John Wick 2. You had Lego Movie that came out in March. I mean, it was just hit after hit after hit. And this month, we only got Furious 8 and a whole bunch of movies that really just didn't know what they were doing.
Yeah.
But don't worry and don't fret, because there's a big month coming. And in 1 week, we got
Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 2.
Yeah. So we're going to catch up on Volume 1, and then we're going to go see Volume 2. And we're going to tell you how we think they just did on this new Guardians. But I mean, that's not the only movie coming out. I mean, you got King Arthur reimagined. You got
Aliens, Covenant.
Yeah, sequel to Prometheus, pre-Ripley, but you know, kind of that old flavor mixed with the new flavor might be really interesting. I mean, it's exciting stuff, and that's just May. That doesn't even talk about June and July and all the other big movies coming out. I mean, we'll get there when we get there. Let's still go back to what we're doing now and recap. But when we get to those other months, don't worry. We'll be all excited and ready to go. Without all the other big movies coming out,
it's all the big trailers.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. The trailers came out, and we got some of the best trailers, and we got them from the biggest studios and the biggest hitters.
But the first trailer being Justice League.
Man, DC, we think you're back. I mean, we got Wonder Woman coming in July, and then we're gonna get Justice League. I mean, that thing looked epic. It was beautiful. I don't know about you, but Jason Momoa as Aquaman. I mean, sign me up. Where do I go? I'm there. I already got my tickets. I'm in line. You know I'm there. That's just one. Then Marvel couldn't be outdone, so they hit him with
Thor Ragnarok, with the final part of the Thor series.
Yeah, and not just Thor. I mean, he brought along his big green friend, and we all know what that means. We're getting a little
Hulk versus Thor action.
Yeah, and we can't wait for that. That thing looks amazing. With Marvel trying to take over the world, I mean, we got Guardians, we got Spider-Man, and then we're going to get Thor, and next year we get Infinity War. Whew! Man, Marvel just doesn't stop. But as great as Marvel is,
there's only one true better person.
Exactly, and that's Star Wars, baby. And yes, we got the beautiful teaser trailer for The Last Jedi. I mean, whew! In Rian Johnson we trust. I mean, it gave you everything that a Star Wars fan would want. Just a little bit of what's going to happen and not a whole lot of story. Just Luke basically taking you all the way to the edge, and then you get that beautiful, beautiful around the cavern shot where Rey's being Miyagi, and she's got that beautiful lightsaber. I mean, send chills every time I see it.
With a big twist at the end of it, say, there's no more Jedi.
Exactly. We have to wait and see. Full trailer, probably not till September, but we can wait. We got the little one now. Just watch it, 50 to 100 times like we do. We have no problems. So that's pretty much, that was really all that was going on in movies. So let's move on to
TV shows.
Exactly. And in TV shows, kind of slow, but we did have some big moments happen. And one of them was the end of season 7 of
Walking Dead, with the first day of the rest of your life.
Now, me personally, I don't know. I kind of jumped off the Walking Dead train. It kind of got repetitive. Right now, it's trying to be a show that really isn't, and it's not Game of Thrones. I'm sorry. It's not really on board. But RG over here, he still hasn't stopped watching it. So why don't you tell us what's going on?
I believe, now that we finished the March to War, which they dragged out very long, but now that we're going to get into all-out war, I feel they have a real chance at redeeming themselves with this season and hopefully finishing a strong show that deserves it.
Now, I will admit, Mr. Jeffrey Dean Morgan as Negan, I mean, he just absolutely killed it. I mean, him and Rick, I can do it, but I just feel like it's not there. But I will admit, Negan did bring a little flair. Now, Walking Dead wasn't the only show that ended that month. We also had Legion. Now that was a show. First season, 8 episodes, beautifully written and done. You have the son of Charles Xavier figuring out and trying to master his powers, and it is beautiful what they put on the screen. He still hasn't seen it. I told him he's got to catch up.
Yeah.
We'll get there, but everyone else, go out and watch it. I'm telling you, it's really good. We did have a couple other Flash episodes. We had Future Flash meet X-Flash and a great battle of who's going to happen.
And who is Savitar?
We still don't know. They tease us, but soon we will find out. We'll recap that when we get there.
It's not Future Flash.
But until that point, TV's kind of at a quiet point. We do have May, and that means May sweeps. So we will get some big, epic stuff coming, and only more great things in the summer.
But let's not forget Adult Swim big April Fool's joke, where they were going to release a new episode of Samurai Jack, but instead did the first episode of Rick and Morty Season 3.
Which, as me, I just jumped on the bandwagon. I've already binge-watched Season 1 and 2 twice. I must admit, it is a beautiful show. It is absolutely hilarious. I love it. Time traveling, grandpa, scientist genius, and moronic grandson. Beautiful. I mean, it's got some Back to the Future. It's got a little bit of everything, and it is great. And I cannot wait for the summer to get the full season.
I still need to catch up on the show, unfortunately.
But he has been watching something else.
Oh, Samurai Jack, the show that has finally returned after years of waiting. With Season 5 starting, each episode, all 6 in fact, have not missed yet, with each one getting better and better than the next. True fans have waited a long time for this. As a fan of myself, watching the first 4 seasons, it's a good thing to have it back.
So I will admit, there are a lot of new good shows coming out on television. But that's not all we're going to give you. We're going to go deep, because over here, we still read comic books. And yes, comics are still great. And there is a lot of good writing out there and a lot of good comics that you guys should check out. So without further ado, we're going to introduce you to a few of our titles that we've been reading.
Starting with 7 to Eternity, which is a standalone comic series that talks about builds upon a world where it builds upon a world where civilization is ruled by an evil tyrant, where 7 warriors are trying to save that world on an epic journey.
You gotta think Lord of the Rings Fellowship in an epic galactic battle against Sauron with a little twist to it. It's beautifully written, beautifully written. And Marvel has been slipping, but we gotta admit, they hit one good with this one.
Secret Empire, starring Captain America as the secret Hydra agent who uses his resources to take over the world.
I know what you're thinking. Captain America, Hydra, what? It's comics, guys. Don't worry, stick with it. I bet you'll enjoy the results. We can't wait. We only got episode 0. There's more to come. But we must admit, there is one big dog that has been hitting home since the rebirth. Last year in July, or basically May, they rebooted DC, and we have a beautiful rebirth. And since the rebirth, they've kind of teased a few things in there until now. We get the button. Flash and Batman on an epic 4-part miniseries where they re-examine the Flashpoint and maybe bring in some elements of the Watchmen into DC. It is beautifully written and drawn. You gotta go out and check it out. It's great stuff. We gotta tell you guys, please go out and support your local comic book stores. There's great reads out there. Keep up with it. So we'd like to thank you for joining us on this inaugural episode of It's Once Upon a Recap. For myself, PBO,
And RG,
we'd like to say until next time, see ya.
thanks for watching.